So here we are, part 2 of the SQ5 DPF investigation fault finding kind of video. So the DPF is off the car. I have it here with me. It's not a big component or part really. This is it. So this is going to be my first attempt. I'm going to clean this. I'm going to throw in a lot of detergents or chemicals into the system just to try and loosen all the soot and everything that's stuck in there. If that works, it's a win for us. Basically, I'm not sure if you can see, but this side is quite clean, not too bad. But then this side, it's very, very black in here. This is the part from the engine. I need to clean these 2 cylinders, make sure they're clean, no more soot, no more carbon deposits, whatever you want to call it, in here. Once that is done, then I'll try and see if that fixes our issue. So let me do that. I have a few chemicals with me. I've got this, I've got some bleach, some oven cleaner, and this is a multi-purpose cleaner, and washing powder. I'm going to put all of this, well, I'm going to combine them and just put them inside this whole thing. And I'll put them on the other side that's clean, so on the cleaner side, so that all the dirt and everything can come back to the front of the DPF. Hopefully everything can come out through here. That will work. Let me see if I can put this thing inside the bucket. So ideally, oh, this thing is heavy. Then I'm going to put in all these things, all these chemicals in here. Hopefully that will work. Then once this is done, then I'm going to put some hot water, hot or boiling water. Oven cleaner. Tilt the container and just go in crazy like that. Okay. So let me let it go down because it's foaming at the top here. So I'm gonna let it go down and then pour some more of this. I think I'm just gonna pour the whole thing, the whole oven cleaner. Well, it's not full, it's like half of it. So I'm just gonna put it in there and make sure it doesn't come back up. I'm just gonna throw it in there. So I'm going to put some hot water in here, hoping that it's going to push all these chemicals down, and then they'll go and melt whatever is sitting in here to try and clean it. I've got hot water, actually boiling water. So I'm gonna pour in here in each of these pipes slowly. I'm gonna pour in slowly to make sure that it doesn't come out here. I want it to go, oh, what do you know? It actually went through. Okay, that is good. Looks like the one side is blocked too much. I think this side here. This is the side that looks like it's blocked a little bit too much. This one here. So what I'll do, I'll put in some more of my chemicals just to make sure I get rid of all that soot. I know it's blocked, but it looks like it wasn't that bad. See? The water actually came out the other side, which is what I wanted to do. So, okay, you can see in there. So you can see all the water sitting down there. So what I need to do, I'll put in some more of my chemicals inside the DPF because it looks like this one is actually the one that's blocked a little bit too much more than the other one. I didn't think that will actually work so quickly. I thought it was completely blocked. I think I'm just gonna let it sit for a while. Then I'm gonna get some more hot water and pour in here. Then after that, then I'm gonna get a hose pipe and then flush everything down with the hose pipe and see if the water actually flows through. Round 2 of hot water, boiling water rather. Oh, okay, that's what I was trying to avoid. I think I went in a little bit too much. Okay, so we can tell now that the side that is blocked is which one. I'm not sure if you can see, I just poured in some boiling water. There's tiny movement at the bottom there. Yeah, there's some movement, but tiny movement. I'm just gonna pour some water and I'll let it stay overnight with all the soap and everything. Pretty much I'm soaking it. So I'm soaking it. Then tomorrow I'm gonna come back and hopefully there'll be more water in the bucket. And the idea is for the soap and everything else to sit in here and clean, so that when I flush it tomorrow with the hose pipe, hopefully everything will come out. There's nothing now in there. You can see one on the left, it's actually not bad. One on the right, you can see the dirt is coming up to the top of the thing, which means based on the design, a lot of soot goes that way as soon as it comes through the system. So it goes through this one here. This one not too much, but it looks like it goes through, comes in and then goes straight to this one mainly. So that's the one that's blocked a little bit more than the other one. Let me just show you the particles that are at the bottom there. Look at that. Let me flush it with the hose pipe and see if that actually makes a difference. Okay. Okay, something is coming out. Okay. Oh, this thing is dirty. I think the pressure is working to push all the soap and everything else all the way to the bottom. Yeah, I can see all the soot coming up to the surface. That is really bad. So you can see the black stuff is coming out. So what I'll do, I'll flush it like this backwards. Then once I'm done, then I'll flush the other end as well, just to make sure that whatever is stuck in here can come back and come out this side. You can see the water is actually rising. So which means now the water is actually flowing through the system. Yeah, see the water is rising now. It's almost full. Bucket is almost full. You can see it's here, and it's all black. Just making sure that I flush everything all the way down. Then hopefully once I'm done, then I'll just let it air dry outside, and then tomorrow I'll connect it back to the car and then see if that actually works. There is water coming out the other end, and quite a lot of it. Ah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, there's a steady flow of water from this side. As the water is not coming back out here, then I'm good. So which means the water is actually going where it's supposed to go. I left this thing outside the whole day and there's no more water coming out of it. So I'm thinking now it's time for me to put it back on the car and then see if that actually works. So the process I'm going to follow is connect this to the car and then do a whole idle regeneration. Hopefully that will help in clearing out the issue. And there was water coming through, clean water actually. So I'm under the impression that it must be clean now. If it doesn't work, then I don't know. This thing is heavy. Let's get in. So that's everything connected. Then let's try and see if this will start. So I'm just running a scan now to see what codes are coming up, and I'll clear those and then see if they come back. Then from there I'm going to move on to the next step, which is do a full regeneration. Hopefully that will work. There's a lot of foam coming out of the exhaust. I hope it's a good thing from all the chemicals that I used. So I'm just gonna have the car idle for a bit, and hopefully it will get better. Now I'm starting the regeneration process using the CDS with my hopes high and cross fingers that it works. So now I'm setting up my laptop to try and get into the program. So once the program is set up, press the accelerator to try and get the car to engage. But as soon as I do that, then the message pops up, says, okay, regeneration finished, failed for safety reasons, aborted. So that was not successful. I've done everything to try and solve the issue with the DPF, but I'm not winning. So the car is still throwing those 2 error messages, and I don't think that's something I can fix by just cleaning it. So it looks like it's completely blocked. So that was not successful. I think I need to go to a more permanent solution, which I'm going to reach out to a few people just to see if they'll be able to assist. But yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. Yeah, I was hopeful. I was hoping that we'll be able to fix it, but that didn't work. Yeah, we have to try something else. But that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode. Hopefully, I'll bring exciting news. With all that being said, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, because I've got some exciting content coming soon. And click on the bell to be notified as soon as the new video goes live, and I'll catch you in the next one.